What is for you the text, the movie, that celebrates the power of an old person? What's your favorite movie about an old fart? What's your favorite movie about an old person that teaches the young person something, and the young person in the end of the movie goes, there was a lot I had to learn right there. What's your favorite song that celebrates the old, the generational? The fact that we shouldn't forget, don't ever forget where you came from. Of course, notice this is a story as well, an essay that really focuses on family history, family lineage, right? Which leads us finally now to 3B. What are your thoughts about the old? When you're senior studying with me, we're going to do a famous poem by T.S. Eliot called The Hollow Man. And in that poem, he makes this argument. You want to know why we don't want to die? I'll tell you why we don't want to die. It's got nothing to do with death. It's got to do with afterlife. Why? Because sitting in an afterlife is your great-great-great-great-grandma, who, by the way, you don't know. Don't know anything about her, probably. But she's sitting there waiting. And when you get there, you're going to get to sit down with her, and the first thing you're going to say is, but Grandma, you don't understand. My life is so hard, so unbelievable. I got all this stuff I got. And she's going to look back at you with a certain kind of eye. And she's going to say, hard? Hard. You got any idea about hard? The life I lived, that was hard. And our eyes will do one of these numbers. T.S. Eliot says, never mind, I don't want to die. I don't want to go visit. I don't want to go visit those people. Do you have a sense that the old are tough? The old are strong. And we need to learn from them. We need to grow from them. Why? Because they learned the importance of harmony. We all got to go through this together. Talk to anybody who went through the time of the Depression. Talk to anybody that went through some of the really rough times in our nation's history. You can talk to those people, by the way, without physically talking to them. You can read their diaries. You can read their stories. And what will they say? Man, it was a rough time back then. It was a rough... We have a tendency to make fun of those kinds of stories. All right, you walked uphill both ways. I get it. We have a tendency to demean maybe those stories. But paying attention to those stories, this essay says, is the central idea. Finally, you're already old as freshmen to third graders. They're already watching you. You are the model for that younger generation. To what degree are you living a life that's worthy of emulation? And if you're not, it's probably time that you recognize you're going to age too, and you will be a model for the young. When you are 40, I love to ask my seniors this question. When you are 40, because my seniors are halfway to 40, they're just a few days from 20. They're halfway to 40. And I ask them, when you are 40, what kind of 40-year-old will you be? Will you be a 40-year-old that 18-year-olds look at and say, that's what I want to be like, that right there? Or will you be the 40-year-old that they look at and go, oh yeah, anything, I don't want to end up like that. Whatever kind of 40-year-old you're going to be, it happens, it starts right now, as you begin to decide how you respect the 40-year-olds, the 50-year-olds, the 70, 60, 70, 80-year-olds in your life, showing respect to those people. If you've got anybody in your life, let's make that list really quickly. Right now, today, who's one person in your life who's still alive that you can go and shake their hand or write to them or call them and say, thank you for being who you are. That's an interesting list. Why not make that list? Why not make that call? Because if this essay says anything, sooner or later, even if they live to be 94, sooner or later, they're probably going to go before you. And it will be then that you will wish that you have said some things that you can say now. So why not say that now? Why not show that respect? Well, there you go, an introduction to a compelling topic. And notice we did it through a piece of nonfiction this time, right? Thank you.